Every good get-home bag starts with the most important component, the bag. This bag is a U.S. Peacekeeper Striker single sling bag. It's made of durable, water-resistant nylon, has excellent strapping, lots of MOLLE, several compartments, one at the top, one at the bottom with a smaller zipper compartment in the front, a larger compartment here, MOLLE strapping down the side. It has this compartment for a camelback system. It has a large carry strap, a hook to hang, and a very large single strap, padded with additional strapping and clips. Has a pocket. It has a nice belt for attaching belt items. Some of my items here were made to attach to a belt. They fit nicely on this strap. Also has great zippers, great pulls, and a water pouch on the side, which is great for carrying a water bottle, whether it be a filtered type or a single bottle of water, whichever you prefer. I stress tested this bag before I bought it, brought it home, made sure everything fit into the bag, pulled on the zippers, pulled on the material, made sure it was durable. It's the most expensive component in my get-home bag, but it's the most important. Everything is in this. It needs to be lightweight, portable, and durable, and that's what this bag is. I'm going to go through every component in the bag, explain what it is and why I have it, pros and cons of having each component. I'll go over the cost and where I purchased it, where you might find similar components. Every get-home bag will be different based on the owner of that bag and what you deem necessary and how you prioritize the items. One of the things I did was attach items to the zippers. That makes them easy to grab and pull to get into the bag quickly if it's cold, if it's dark, etc. So some of the items that made sense to hang on the outside of the bag, those are what I'm going to start with first. Hand sanitizer. I picked this up at Walmart in the travel bin for I think about 85 cents. It came with a little carabiner that hooks right onto the zipper pull. This item is a bottle opener that I got from a cigar place for free. There's a bottle opener on my multi-tool. The reason I like this one is it has a very shiny back and could easily be used as a signal mirror if I needed it. This is a bit of paracord on a keychain that I purchased at a craft show. I think it was about $5. On the side here, I have a compass on a carabiner hooked in. This came with a travel kit I purchased. Kit included this water bottle, screw top, carabiner, easily attached to the bag. Here I have a pepper spray. It has a keychain on it, but I use the pocket attachment to attach it to the bag. Here I have one of several knives. This one is a Swiss Army knife with a nice serrated and straight blade and a really nice saw. Fits nicely on the outside of the pack. Of course, the water bottle. I'm going to carry a hard Dasani or similar 20-ounce water bottle in the pack. I prefer this to carrying 4 or 5 of the small 4-ounce emergency waters. This has a very durable bottle. You can drop it, it won't break, and it's easily refillable with the water filtration system that I have that I'll show you in a moment. On the strap, I have another knife, which also has a window breaker and a strap cutter. This is a nice knife that I think I got free as a promo from one of the organizations I'm a part of. And on the belt itself, I have several items attached here. One is my torch, a little tactical light. It's a low, high, and strobe. Runs on 3 AAA batteries. I know a lot of people are fans of the batteries with the long life. The AAAs I use have a 10-year shelf life, and they're less expensive. Small Bushnell binoculars. That may be an item that you consider optional and not necessary. And a Gerber multi-tool. Excellent little tool. Has everything you would expect from a multi-tool. It has your pliers, knife, screwdrivers, a little saw, a strap cutter, and there's a bottle opener in it as well, so multiple tools there. And all 3 of these fit right on the strap, which is nice, so they're easily accessible if you need to grab your torch or your multi-tool or your binoculars. Those items are all easily and quickly accessible on the outside of the bag. I'm going to start with this top pocket. The item I have in here, glasses. I wear contact lenses, so having a backup pair of glasses is really important. I have some contact lens solution. And then I have a light stick, and I have a flare. The flare is excellent for either lighting a situation or starting fires or alerting someone to your location in the night. In the front of the lower pouch, I have sunscreen roll-on, which is great for putting on your face, not getting in your eyes, etc. I have a little jar of Vaseline, good for creating a fire starter. Some chapstick. In the front pouch, I have a really nice compass that I got from the NRA. I have some beef jerky, some protein to take on the road with you, in addition to some carbs I have. I'll show you in a little bit. I have a Right in the Rain pad. I have a insect repellent and an afterbite in case you're somehow stuck in the woods and are getting attacked by the bugs. We also have a Write Anywhere pen, Fisher Space Tech. Got this for about $9 on Amazon. Bottom here, I have a cigar tube with 2 different sizes of duct tape. Several yards of the wider, a couple of yards of the smaller. Inside the tube, I have 2 things. One is a plastic bag for whatever you may need it for. This is just your typical recyclable plastic bag that you get at your grocery store. And then inside, I have dryer lint for starting a fire. This can come out very easily. Just pry that out of there, and I have that to start a fire with, so it'll stay dry inside this tube along with the bag on top of it and the duct tape wrapped around the outside. So this is a neat idea to get several items into a small compact piece that can fit in your bag. There's a pouch inside here, and inside this pouch I have hygiene items. I've got moist wipes, I have wisp toothbrushes, 2 of those with little picks on the end, and some toothpicks and floss is tapped in here as well. So if for some reason you get stuck overnight, having that is a good thing. The other thing I have is a Sharpie, a survival lighter. This is just a little Zippo. Just pull this out and start it up. The thing I like about this bag more than anything else is you can lay it down once that compartment is open, and it's almost like getting into a suitcase. So it's very easy to get to all the things that are inside here without having to dig in from the top down. Up top here, I have a pair of socks and a pair of underwear. Again, if you get stuck overnight somewhere, so having those in an airtight plastic bag. I have a bandana, hand warmers, and I have a hat. The hat is good for both cold weather, and if the sun just happens to be out beating down on you, cover up your scalp so you don't get burned. First of all, I went with a large 27-inch bandana. This could be tied around your neck for sweat. It could be put around your head as a skull cap to protect you from the sun. And I went with the bright orange because it can also be laid out on the ground as a signal marker in case you get lost. So I have a map in a plastic bag. A lot of guys like the Loctite bags. I used to use the double seal Ziplocs. They're a lot less expensive. A torch to wear on your head, so if you're walking at night, you don't have to continually use your flashlight. You can use this torch on your head. My water purification system. This is a Katadyn hiker, and it's a really nice little compact system. Comes with out tube that can go right into the water bottle that I showed you earlier. It has the in tube with a weighted piece that has filter in it. This will filter down to, I believe it's 0.15 microns altogether. This just uses this quick connect to go in here. So you use the quick connect, drop this piece in the water, drop this piece in your bottle. It's got a nice ergonomic handle, and you can pump. Takes less than a few minutes to pump an entire liter of water through this. I believe it's 100 feet of paracord here. So we needed that for something, we have that. Having my iPhone when I'm out and about is essential. It has a GPS, it has communications obviously, it's got maps, all kinds of stuff in it. So I picked up this little Eton charger. It's got a USB out, just uses the USB cord from my phone. The nice thing about this is it charges through an outlet, but if you needed to, you can crank it and charge it this way. So it's hand crank charging, just like the emergency radios or emergency flashlights. I have a small first aid kit, which I'll get to in a moment because I want to break this down. A lot of guys have first aid kits but never break down what's in their first aid kit. Or ponchos, rain ponchos, small plastic rain ponchos. This is my dry goods box, the little Loctite box. And inside this box we have tissues in case you need to find yourself going to the bathroom in the woods. We have some further water filter tablets in here. We have waterproof matches. We have another lighter, butane lighter. We have a little Bear Grizzly survival guide tucked in here. Replacement batteries, 2 sets for all of the devices that I have that run on batteries. And this all fits nicely inside this little Loctite box. Nice pair of gloves. These are ironclad. They're cold conditioned gloves, but they're also great work gloves, so if you need a pair of gloves, you've got that. The SOL Escape Bivy. I went with this because it's reusable. Some zip ties. I've got a dozen black zip ties in here. Again, if I need to make makeshift shelter. And we have a plastic bag, rolled up as tight as I could get it. And a couple of tent pegs, just if I needed to put this on the ground, I could drive these into the corners just to keep it from moving and stabilizing. I have a 2,400 calorie emergency food ration bars. There are, I believe, 6 bars in this particular pack. Gerber Bear Grizzly survival knife. Nice fixed blade knife, has a whistle on the end. You can use this end as a hammer. It also has a fire striker in it. Comes here attached. I do not have this mounted to the outside of the bag because frankly if I have to walk through an urban center, I don't want to draw too much attention to the fact that I've got a big honking knife in my kit. The last item I have in the bag is a little Baofeng ham radio. This will allow me to pick up communications. It's two-way, so I can also communicate on if I needed to in an emergency. You're allowed to break the ham radio rules and communicate. Getting a ham license is not a bad idea either. You no longer need to know Morse code to get your basic general ham radio license. But this item was about 40 bucks. There are a lot more expensive ones. I've seen some upward of $200, but I wanted something basic and inexpensive. Again, trying to put the bag together on a bit of a budget, trying not to make it too expensive or too out of reach. Now that I have the bag all back together, I wanted to show you what was in my little first aid kit. It's quite a bit in here, actually. Another copy of that little survival guide. I have some moleskin. It's great in case you get blisters on your feet while you're walking or something like that. Some cotton pads, which can be used not only for helping to clean up, but also to create fire with the Vaseline that I've got in the bag. A little tube of triple antibiotic ointment. I have a pair of tweezers, some gauze, some tape, and a pair of surgical gloves that are jammed in there. I have a little knife, which also has a little pair of scissors on it, which is great because I need to cut the tape or cut the gauze or something like that. So I've got those little scissors that are in that knife. Here we have ibuprofen, we have Aleve, and we have acetaminophen in this pack. About a dozen of each in there. Here we have Band-Aids of different sorts and some butterflies. Some larger Band-Aids, some little circular ones. There's probably about 20 Band-Aids in this little pack. We have some BioFreeze, which is great in case you do something, pull a muscle or whatever. This is a great relief. It's like a deep heat kind of thing. We have some flushable wipes here, just to help clean up in case we need to. And then in here we have some 2-inch gauze pads, and we have a larger knee pad, a 3x3 knee pad in the bottom of the bag. So all of that, believe it or not, fits down inside of this nice little pouch I picked up for I think about $4 at a gun show, a little first aid pouch. It also has a belt loop on the back, so if I wanted to hang it on the strap like I did these items, I could do that. I don't think it's really necessary as long as I can get to it quickly. It's on this side of the bag, so if I swing the bag around as a chest sack, I can quickly get to the first aid kit right on top there. Those are the items that make up my get home bag. Hopefully you saw some good ideas. Maybe you've got some ideas too about things that you would put in here. This is not a go bag. This is not a get out of Dodge bag. This is a get home bag. This is my car broke down 20 miles from home, and whether it be the weather or something going on where I can't move the car, or I can't get AAA, or I can't get someone to come pick me up, and I need to get home, this bag is designed to help me do that.